Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen across our beautiful country of Canada, our friends around the world, in the known and unknown universe. Welcome back to Favorite Angry Canadian on the 10th day of September 2023. It is the day before, and I'm not even going to get into the political stuff in this video, because what I'm going to tell you is that with all the stuff happening literally by the hour, all the news, all the stupidity, all the indoctrination, everything, and if you keep up on it, we need a break once in a while. And for me, the break comes from my newfound interest, which is photography. I still love making videos, and I will continue to do that, but also I am taking still photos, 60 megapixel little buggers, and enjoying it, sitting outside by Cindy's garden. She planted many stuff just to attract visitors like bees, butterflies, birds, you name it. Well, we even have deer coming into the backyard, but it is so incredible. Just for me, I used to be a fisherman, hunter, a long time ago. The hunting I feel bad about, but at that time, it was a part of my life. My father and I would go out and go hunting. And most of the time it was going out for a drive in the woods or a walk in the woods. It wasn't about that, doom-de-doom-de-doom, we walk out into the forest and look, there's a little animal, let's blow it away. No, it was just enjoying nature and seeing what's around, and no, not shooting everything. Pretty cool, but like I said, those days are in the past, as are so many other things that we tend to take for granted. At the time we had it, such as freedom to travel, freedom over your own body. It still amazes me when I hear, my body, my choice when it comes to abortion, which is basically terminating an unborn fetus, an unborn baby's life. That's your choice. But when it comes to vaccines, you better damn well take it. And if you didn't in the first round, 2020, 2021, well, then maybe this year you're going to have to get vaxxed up again and put on a mask. And I just say to that, no friggin' way. It ain't happening. It didn't happen then. It ain't happening now. We know more about the truth of the whole situation. And still, we got idiots out there that listen to the government and want to follow their directive. Oh, yes, we know. They know dick. It's really incredible. People just don't seem to wake up. And again, for me, the getaway to that is getting out my camera, sitting these are all taken in the backyard. It's not a biggie. It's not about nature, but I love doing it. I love to test my skills, which are very new and beginning, and take pictures. And, I can sit in a chair out there with my camera for an hour or more without even nothing about politics. It's just watching around and waiting. It kind of reminds me of going fishing and sitting by the lake or river or in the boat and waiting for a bite. The only thing is, when I take pictures, it reveals a new world for me. We had these beautiful little bucks in the backyard not that long ago, and I was snapping pictures. Now look at that. What is those things by its eyes? They don't look part of the deer. Could it be some kind of a bacteria, virus, insect, whatever? And it didn't just have one. And the thing is, I wouldn't have spotted those if I wasn't taking pictures. It was only after, when I was going through my pictures, that I saw it. And that happens so many times. I'm sitting out there and I notice a little bug crawling along, and I think, ooh, that's interesting. What can I do with that? So I take pictures and experiment. Now that looks pretty nasty. Can you imagine if some of these bugs, like, hornets, wasps, bees even, butterflies, and all these things were, size of a big dog? It would be bad. That's a deer in the front yard. That's a doe. We got all kinds. Does, bucks, fawns with the does. And then because I should say I like, but so does Cindy, she feeds them, crows. So we got this family of crows that have been coming here since last year to be fed, not on a daily basis, but often. And we buy these, I have to admit, really cheap hot dogs that they have at Walmart. For $5, you get 24 of them, and then chop them up into little pieces and give it to them. And that little guy there is a baby, and he is such a little, it can eat itself, it can feed itself, but no, it runs after the parents all over, and it wants to be fed. Well, whatever, maybe it's a Democrat. So that's another close-up. I just love doing these, and as I said, it's a distraction from our world. Like here, watching that hornet on a plant. I don't know what the hell it's doing. They're not really a pollen gatherer, but again, watching it in slow close-up, there's that little green critter. What the hell is that? Probably knows not to move with that wasp around. Everything has something to be careful about, watch out for. But isn't that life? The moon. I have got videos of the moon and taken now photographs and stuff. And I like space. And no funny remarks about space between my ears. There's that bug again. I think it's probably a fly. And that's a bear cub. Just a few days ago, Cindy and I were up in the mountains and above Peachland, Summerland, all over. And West Kelowna, we got bears all over the place. And now with fall, they're coming down to eat. They come to eat fruit, a lot of apples and stuff, and go down to their little creeks and rivers to catch salmon and kokanee. Now this is a little bear cub, but look at its head. It looks big. And deer all over everyone's yard. So while we were out, I saw these beautiful turkey vultures. And if, like a scene out of a movie, the vulture was drifting up in the sky, wings out, and it landed on the dead tree, looking around. I thought, wow, that could be in a Western movie, some guy with no water in the desert dying, and there's that vulture waiting for its turn. Maybe that's happening with civilization now. There's a lot of vultures out there wanting to, get into our space. So anyway, when I was taking pictures for a while, the vulture was looking around, and then it spotted me. And this is, I just think this is so cool how it brought its head down and is staring at me. And I was maybe, 100 feet or more away from it. It wasn't really close. And it was just sitting there staring at me. Now, that's really cool. I mean, you don't have to go far and wide. You don't have to go trekking in the Himalayas or in Africa to see nature. All you got to do is open up your heart, your soul, and see the beauty in our world, because, man, there is so much beauty. And that seems to have no bearing on things happening today. Beauty? Hell no. We gotta send more weapons to kill people. A crazy world that we have arrived in. And there's just so few people standing up. That's a natural bluebird. I mean, can you imagine the beauty our nature created for us? And so many people don't know it, don't see it, don't appreciate it. So, here's a little bit more. Actually, this is going to go into now a video mode. And, hey, we knew what a man and a woman was way back. It seems to have escaped us now. What has happened to our lives that we have so given up? We don't challenge. We don't dare ask for why. What's going on? Tell us the truth. Stop lying to our politicians. So many people just accept what they say and feel useless. Useless. They used to say useless idiots. Well, boy, that sure the hell seems appropriate now. This, by the way, was on the incredible Oregon coast. Man, you ever want to see beauty? Actually, we traveled from Los Angeles to San Francisco and up all the way to Washington State along the coast. And the scenery, the beauty was ever present. It was just wow. And we have that all over the world. You got it in British Columbia, you got it in Alberta, Prince Edward Island, wherever. We got so much beauty. We have so many good natured people, so many people that actually care, and so many people that need to be woken up out of their sleep, out of their I'll do what they say because I don't want to have a trouble. I don't want any issues. They tell me to get this. Well, if I don't, and you know what I'm talking about right now, I'll lose my job, because if you're not jabbed, you're not going to have a job. Is that what your government is about? Our government? And you see an older couple walking, holding hands in such a beautiful locale, and everyone should be able to do that, but that is not the case. We need more freedom, not less. For me, freedom was, open road, whether it's a car or a motorcycle tootling along. And there you got your device in your hand, your old man is riding the bike, and a whole bunch of you going along for the journey. Of course, this was before the evil ways of not traveling, not doing anything. But Easy Rider is what I was thinking about. And Cindy and I went actually along the place where Easy Rider was filmed. You can find all kinds of stuff. Highway 66 or Route 66, I guess. They don't want you to find things, to see things, to experience things and realize that, holy crap, what are they on about? Now, my example for that bigly is when they talk about other countries. And people believe what the government or the media says, well, because they wouldn't lie to you, would they? I'm referring right now to my own country where I was born, Hungary. People have no clue about it. People have no clue about Ukraine and what's happening there and why and how long it's been going on, because it didn't start with Putin one morning waking up and going, I gotta do something. I need more unpopularity. I need more sanctions. I think what I'll do is I'll invade Ukraine just for the hell of it. People do that just for the hell of it. That's not how it started. Our government doesn't want us to know the truth. The media doesn't want us to know the truth. It's a crazy time. Anyway, I love taking pictures. I do love doing videos. But I'm going to be, not going so full force into it.
I think we might even be heading right past there.
Well, we're loading up the trucks and we're heading to Ontario. We've got a lot of miles to go. See, the work's gotten slow and the boys are getting restless. Look out, Ottawa, Ontario. Well, we're coming down the 16, we're coming down the 1. We're from BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. And if you can't hear our big trucks humming way out in the west, we'll bring them to your doorstep. That's right, boys, going on down to Ottawa town. You see, Mr. Prime Minister, it shouldn't be too much to ask. Pretty sure old Parliament Hill runs on natural gas, and I've seen that car you drive, safe to say she don't plug in. So if burning oil's for sinners, well then, buddy, you're all in. Yes, we're rolling down the Yellowhead, we're coming down the 1. We're rolling 18-wheelers and we're bringing everyone who's tired of waiting for you to come around. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister, we're coming to your town. Well, we're loading up the trucks and we're heading to Ontario. We've got a lot of miles to go. See, the work's gotten slow and the boys are getting restless. Look out, Ottawa, Ontario. Look out, Ottawa, Ontario.